And welcome back to the tavern, guys. Welcome. And we're going to be doing a speakeasy review, which might turn into a bloodbath in case a certain someone with a certain spurred type of behavior comes in uh, raging at us. Welcome to the Ronin's Indoor Tavern, which I named the tavern after my previous persona, Saint Ronin. And as you can see, I have here with me with my Aberfeldy 16 years single malt Scotch whiskey, and not only it will help me tone down my faculties so I could prepare myself to sleep, but it could calm my mind off the anger as we're going to be reviewing something really disgusting that happened. But to give context, well, we'll go along with it as we play the video. And no, I'm not wearing a bra. This is a tank top. No, I'm not trying to be Mike Saw. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so here we have this happening, like, I guess just yesterday at my end. So let's see what has to be going on here.
Oh, is someone else here? Oh, yeah, he's here. Yep. Let's let the autistic burning begin. There we go.
So why are you using
Isaac?
Ryan?
Why don't you, Isaac? Why don't you address the horrible thing that you said about Mrs. Smokey saying?
Oh, what did
You
I
got
say
a lot
so
of nerve
bad?
just coming in here.
Hang on, Ryan. What do I say? What did I say so badly that Spider said that apparently was body shaming so much bad and everything else, right?
Hold on.
Oh, it was just
Isaac, you need to understand something. You need to understand something.
What do I need to understand? That Smokey is supposed to be an elder.
One thing you need to understand is that you have to start acting like an adult, and part of acting like an adult is that you allow people to talk when they're talking. You don't act like an irreverent, noisy, brain-dead child. Thank you.
I will attest that there are times where, no, there aren't times like when there was someone in the room that we didn't disagree, that we didn't agree with, and Isaac would just go guns blazing. And I would even go as far as to say that he uses really bad arguments or just recycled talking points that even an atheist, a 5-year-old, could see through, or heck, even a 5-year-old Sunday school student. And he won't shut up. And then, I mean, we let it carry on in the hopes that he will actually learn. And I wanted to step in. But the thing is, if we kept babysitting him, how is he going to learn? In the same manner that Smokey doesn't babysit me, because how was I going to learn? How am I supposed to stand up on my own? So we let Isaac carry it out, and he gets embarrassed, and we just, we could just let that go. I mean, that was nothing. It's just, this guy has, most of our opponents were like, this guy has shown himself to be this and that. But this is that's relevant. So Isaac comes in here because he was showing some really, you know what? I'm not even gonna have to elaborate. This is what I'm not gonna elaborate. Actually, what I'm gonna do is head to that stream where he just lost his mind completely. Like, it was to a point where his reputation and what he believed to have understood and grasped absolutely that he can't possibly be wrong, that was being, his, at the time, his reputation was far more important than showing a semblance of Christian ethics. So we'll share this instead, and you guys be the judge.
I mean, it isn't in stream, but maybe your device, check your device isn't muted.
Hello, is it working? Okay.
There you go. Now we can hear you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so first off, what do you think that I'm saying again? Can you like kind of repeat it again?
I just realized that Smokey was chugging on a big gulp. So, yeah, much like the States, we too have 7-Eleven here. Just saying.
I want to kind of hear what you think about me so I can kind of correct it because it's not what you think.
Okay. What I think is you have spent this entire time not encouraging people to pray for Spider and encourage them to be willing to help him through this and when he is out of this, to encourage him to do that. You want to spend all your time throwing around blame and condemnation to people that have been your friends.
So now you're going to take. So now you're going to take it. So now you're
I think it's. Excuse me, I'm not done. I think it's deviant. I think it's emotionally driven. I think it's unethical. I think it's immoral, and I think you've been using it as a position to try and posture over other people, and I find it profoundly disappointing. Go ahead. You can respond.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We know that Spider was behind all the skits, right? We know that 100%. So we know Spider would not do anything evil to anyone. You know this, right? Well,
I don't know that.
Another scenario.
I don't know that, and you don't know that. And him driving around.
Then let's play that again. I'm pretty sure you guys caught that.
Over other people, and I find it profoundly disappointing. Go ahead. You can respond.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We know that Spider was behind all the skits, right? We know that 100%. So we know Spider would not do anything evil to anyone. You know this, right?
No, Isaac. Correction. He would, he did, and he does it prolifically. Like, he's been doing that since like forever. I don't know when exactly Spider came in the scenes, but let's say we go back as far as the early month of March, or yeah, or like or the late part of March, like it was borderline between March and April. Spider went off. He went into streams drunk, or maybe just hopped up in about like 5 pints of beer. And he would say not just boulder ass, far fetched things, but even that of which is what I would consider inappropriate and sometimes flat out criminal, such as, oh yeah, he won't. I mean, we're gonna go back to the first stream we're gonna be reviewed, other than this, because, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac says that there are no such thing as morals in the Bible. Yes, I'm not making it up, and we're gonna listen to that. But first, we need some context as to how that came to be. All right. So I'm gonna ready my observation cap. Yeah, I'm gonna tag him in the title. Mm. Sweet flavor, and it's easy on the throat. And you could see like the golden outlines over here. You can tell like it looks good, smells good, and it tastes good. Yeah, cheers, man. Except that it's a little too early for you to be drinking. Anyway, so yeah, Isaac comes in here and he would rather defend a degenerate. And Spider has been doing this prolifically since even the announcement when since even it was announced that Smokey Saint was coming back, like really coming back, like I mean, when was that designated date and time, Smokey, where you finally went back? Oh yeah, it was the Guess Who's Back stream. Yeah, there was a designated date for that, and that was the first time you showed your face too. Yeah, Spider has been doing that pre-Smokey. Yeah, see, Smoke. I mean, Spider has been doing this prior to this date and moving on. I mean, going forward, pre and post that date. Spider would go into praises streams and do these skits, insult Feckel's wife, talk about Brian's sex life with his wife. Um, and yeah, even he made fun of you, Isaac. Even Spider made fun of you. And he went as far as to even say that he would grape my elder's wife. He would grape his fiance. And there were even times where Spider would not shut up. You turned on him. You were like on board with being against him. And now all of a sudden, you are defending this degenerate who obviously will not repent. And you're going to sit there and say, Spider wouldn't do it. Dude, he has done it. He has done so, and he has. And you think that he wouldn't? He just did, and he's been doing that before this date. He's been doing skits of insulting and attacking people before this date and even after it. Heck, dude, I even made the analogy that Spider is a consumable, a food pack. And then when the time came that his usefulness outlived him, he was once again ostracized. He was nothing more but a tool. And that's sad. And we thought he was going to turn around or something. But no, it didn't. It did not. Turns out he just did more and more and more. He just sunk himself deeper into the abyss and doing his usual skit, which is to cause disturbance and bully, and in some cases here and there would just, do a bunch of SAs and grape threats. I mean, dude, you saw it, I saw it, and now there you are defending a degenerate. Let's move forward, shall we?
Well,
I don't know that.
Another scenario.
I don't know that, and you don't know that.
Okay,
and him driving around drunk is doing something reckless.
Maybe you didn't know that, but what about Dave News Unit when he was threatening Dude? What about that? That's
okay. Dude was doing a bunch of threatening too. When Dave was not agreeing with Dude's free grace and how he portrayed it and how he delivered it, I mean, Dude did a bunch of crazy crap on Dave that Dave didn't even instigate. Dude went off the rails. I mean, Dave didn't do anything. In fact, if you heard those threats, or rather, if you heard those promises that if Dude goes as far as to send goons there, oh, dude, Even I wouldn't try it myself. But let me get something straight with you. Dude started it, and he's been doing it prolifically. However, this is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. Like, I mean, like, I don't care to bring it up anymore, except for when you need to what, defend yourself, to make yourself look like as if you're in the right. Dude, like, I get it. Team Pod has done some heinous crap, and we have done also heinous crap that we weren't proud of. And honestly, even for me, I want to move past that. I want to move on from that. I want to forget it. I just want to put it all in the past, and I'll just say, you know what? All is forgiven. It's been years, and it's been tearing us apart, even if we're thousands and thousands of miles away from each other. Why don't we just agree to just keep our mouths closed and forget about what happened and live peaceably that way? But no, you sit down there and care so much to reminisce old memories. And for what? To make your trespasses even weightless than it is now? Well, that certainly didn't pan out the way you wanted it to.
It's okay. Those are okay. What about when you said what you said to Bill's daughter? That's okay.
Ooh, that is okay. Yeah, that one too. Isaac, it's either you didn't listen, or you were stupid, or you're both. All right. We all saw that. Bill saw it, Pod saw it, I saw it. Hell, everybody saw it. And we heard it. Heck, there's even a clip that I can easily access. In fact, you know what? Why don't you start telling us what Smokey said to Bill's daughter? What did he say? What did he say? I mean, because if you're talking about the clip from old, I'd be like, yeah, that's not new. That's not new. There's nothing new about that. We know he said that. But it wasn't to step on the daughter's neck, for sure. But you want to take that and twist that so you could villainize Smokey.
That's spiritual warfare. That's okay.
What did I say to Bill's daughter?
What did you say about Bill's daughter?
Why don't you answer the question that he asked you to substantiate of what you're accusing him of?
What did I say? Well, you tell me. You're going to condemn me for it, so you tell me.
No, what did you say? Why don't you tell everyone what you said? Because you like to.
Why are you going to bring it up as something to condemn me over?
Because it's another thing that you have done. It's another thing that you have done, and you're trying to revert away from it, and you're trying to justify it, and I will not allow it anymore. It's just that simple. So at the end of the day, you knew how Spider was.
What exactly did I do wrong, Isaac?
What do you mean? What did you do wrong? You already said it. You're an elder.
Condemning me today. So
you're an elder. Exactly? You're an elder, and you.
You know what? If you're gonna accuse somebody of something, why don't you start like elaborating or asserting or, well, the very thing that you failed to do instead of shout, Isaac, like produce evidence. Okay, and you have produced none, you have shown none. And you came in here thinking that, oh, people are just going to say yes to you. That's not how this works.
Provoked people. You allowed the people to pick on him. You already knew how. You already knew.
What? Okay. People were provoked to pick on Bill. Well, you know what, Isaac? we didn't need Smokey to be provoked to pick on Bill, since Bill is known to do heinous crap, and then when he gets caught in it, he fabricates it and tries to turn another story in so that he can cover up one extrapolation by making another extrapolation. A good example would be that Bill was seen driving around in a panda suit, luring children into his van so that he can preach about the dispensations of free grace. And then my pastor got some calls about, my sort of disturbing, making other people uncomfortable kind of shtick. Like, he, for the sake of Bill's reputation, he would destroy his pastor's reputation. Because after that incident, the pastor got some calls and letters that went around the lines of, hey, one of your parishioners is going around in the street on a panda suit and luring children. And then it was a big fat lie to say that the pastor said that Bill was not allowed to evangelize at all. In fact, he was told that, you know what, Bill, maybe hang up the panda suit and just go with the method that you have initially started with. That way, people won't feel uncomfortable. That way, people won't be disturbed or have a sense of some kind of volatile thing that they may perceive of. But no, Bill decides to concoct a story that his own pastor says that he's not allowed to evangelize. And it's pretty far-fetched, because the mere fact that Bill would submit to a man that says that he cannot evangelize or preach about Jesus Christ at all goes against everything that even he knows that is scriptural. The mere fact that he would submit to a man that tells him to not engage in the Great Commission, which is to spread the gospel and collect souls, the mere fact that he would submit to a man that basically and fundamentally goes against all scripture, which even for Bill is basic, is very far-fetched. Very far-fetched. And again, nobody needed Smokey to provoke getting back at Bill. For instance, we had one victim of his, Dave Connell. And Dave Connell went after Bill. In fact, I think he wanted to get in a fist fight with Bill, and Bill was cowering. He wouldn't go out, or he hide himself. All right. So I don't really know what you're trying to get up in here, Isaac, except for just projecting your failures, and then you make your projections valid by putting an extra layer of, oh, Smokey's a big fat meanie, Smokey is a bully, Smokey's making fun of me for drinking rum, whatever. Isaac, you're ridiculous, honestly.
How he was, if you guys knew that he suffered from mental problems and you guys still pushed it on him.
That's another point I have to point out. Isaac, just because you have a mental illness, okay, just because that your situation is understandable, it does not mean that your actions, your misbehavior, your misconduct is excusable. All right? If he really had mental problems, if he was diagnosed to have mental problems, then why is he allowed to be on the streets? Why is he allowed to stay at home? Why is he not in a straitjacket? Why is he not in a psychiatric institution? which I almost find it hard to believe. I think Bill is okay because, well, despite his antics and being able to work a computer, he seems to be a fully functional man, and he's very aware of what he's doing. And it's not just the beer.
Even if he said different things, he's still a sinner. I'm still a sinner. We all fall short from the glory of God. If you guys kept him on stream, I already explained this as clear as day. He was a show on stream. You guys allowed him on stream, and he kept staying on stream. Why did you guys not kick him out? Oh, yeah, that's your pride. I remember you telling me. I remember you also...
That's kind of like saying that... I mean, well, dude, if you really feel bad about us not kicking Spider out of the stream, why don't you... I mean, let me ask you something. Have you tried taking that same energy towards Veckel? Because Veckel allowed him to stay on his stream and let him spurg as much as you want. Why? Veckel knew how to handle him with grace and without the need for like mod rights or mod or mod tools. Because basically Spider is basically a joke. I mean, if not already in this community, but also in Veckel's stream, in this stream, in Praise's stream, in Smokey's stream. We allow this so that people can see what fools advertise and know that they're not to be, and then give them this idea that they're not to be given a semblance of any sort of seriousness. And sometimes when we do, it's because he says something really disgusting. I mean, yeah, sure. You're right. Maybe the more logical thing was to kick him out. But even if we did, he would still spurg in the side chat. Especially that Smokey says that there's no banning in the side chat either. And we are given wrenches responsibly. And we ought to take it easy with the timing out. So knowing these rules, Spider would benefit from them. But he would take part in those benefits to abuse it by continuously, spurging in the side chat. Need I remind you that even I would allow that so that they can expose themselves and they can advertise what they do. And then people can judge whether or not they'll take them seriously. Because if we did kick Spider's going to go into another stream and say, oh, they kicked me out. Oh, they kicked me out. Well, you know what? It's the same old story. Well, yeah, you know what, Spider? Wow, you did get kicked out. Let me ask you something. Okay, you got kicked out. What did you do to deserve that? He won't answer it. He won't answer it honestly. But behind our backs, he would villainize us so that he can keep saying that Christians are evil. You know this, Isaac. You recognize this. And yet you chose to defend this degenerate. Oh, but that's not the worst part you've done.
Telling me that no one can out-troll you. I remember you saying that.
Every time I talked to him, I offered him to go to rehab. I offered him grants that would.
Those are physical things.
He wouldn't.
So what? So what? Those are physical things. Yeah. So what, Isaac? What? Am I just supposed to be affirmative? Oh, those are just physical things. Really? I mean, if that's the best answer you got, you better have good reasons as to why you said that.
Even have to pay for it. His insurance would pay for it.
Those are physical. Hang on. I've already explained this concept.
He called me the C word. He said he was going to R word me. You think
exactly? Spider called her a cunt, and Spider admittingly would grape Low, and there you are defending such a type of degenerate. I am honestly disappointed, my dude. Really, I am disappointed. Like you see, and this is no longer an excuse. That the fact that you just see these things with the mind of a child without maybe recalling or reconsidering what led to all this. And you know what, dude? Spider wasn't like, he would do this over and over again, and he does it willfully with all his heart. And then you're going to sit there in the beginning and say, oh, Spider wouldn't do these things. Dude, he already made comments about Veckel's wife being controlling, made a bunch of sex jokes on about Brian and his wife. And I know you're listening for some reason, Spider. For some reason, I know you're listening. Like, it's so ironic that the man that's making fun of couples is also the same man who was sad, alone, and single. Like, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I mean, could you imagine the sight and emotion that your wife would have shown had she been there firsthand to witness what you were saying to another man's wife? Marinate on that for a second, Isaac. Really, you gotta marinate on that. You failed to reflect. You acted before you thought about these things.
I think that's okay.
And then she still tried to help him.
And I still tried to help him after he did that to me.
Exactly. Like, what? Because they couldn't do the method that you preferred, so now you're going to condemn. Oh, my goodness.
What am I supposed to do after that?
I don't know. Keep calling him names. Then keep talking about your boobs when he was talking about your boobs instead of standing up and being like, yeah, I'm proud of my tits. Okay, go ahead. Be proud of your tits. And then allow him to keep on joking.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. You took that the wrong way. You really took that the wrong way. I mean, Spider can only hope and watch or look at them from a distance. But you took that as something as Low whoring herself to Spider. Isaac, you are one stupid individual, really.
About it, and then you wonder why he still continues.
Play the stream where I did that.
Yeah, Isaac, this is why.
Play the stream
what do you
where
mean?
I did that.
This is why you're going.
That was on my stream. What are you talking about? You had your picture on there. You had your picture on there.
Okay, I misunderstood. Okay. You know, Isaac, when you said that, and then you referred to a picture of Low and Smokey going on a date while Low was on a dress. I mean, dude, that says a lot. Like, the mere fact that you would use that as foundation to what you said. it speaks volumes, dude. Like, it tells me that you couldn't help yourself to look away. You are basically validating this spider who has sexually harassed Lo online by saying that Lo was wrong by that picture alone. That is sad. I mean, you are so offended that you chose to continually gaze upon it. Are you really that stupid? Are you really that unaware? I, dude, maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're a little pervy sage yourself. That's why you cared a lot to mention that.
And Spider was sucking off of him, and you're like, I like him. I want him shown. Right?
Wow.
Now you're going to say, wow.
You know, I've always believed that perverts are perverts, and whether you're wearing decent clothing or you're showing off a bit of skin, I mean, a true pervert doesn't care. Because even while a woman is covering herself up, a pervert could be thinking about many things in his mind. Like, he's already, like, if a pervert looks on lust upon a woman, especially if she's covered up, he's already adulterating her in his own mind, like having this fantasy of what could be under the dress. And in your case, Isaac, it's still kind of it's kind of like something like a pervert would do. All right, when Lo wore her dress, she didn't do that for the sake of, flashing herself to the public. All right? But for some reason, that's how you perceived it. You didn't even ask Lo, even in private, as to why she's wearing that dress with her cleavage slightly out. Maybe you don't know that that's probably just for her husband's eyes. And you took that, you twisted that to your own projections. And for some reason, deep down, I have good reasons why I think that you were just, at the time, a pervert that couldn't help himself to look away. Like, this is the same woman who showed nothing but kindness and mercy to you, and you have the gall to lecture her. You have the gall to push her to tears. Like, Isaac, that speaks volumes. That is like the most unmanly thing that I've seen you do. And I hope you reflected on what you did. I really hope so.
You dirty fucking rat.
No, there ain't no dirty fucking rat. You gotta understand. No, you gotta understand the concept that you guys are doing.
Doped out, junky, worthless shit rat.
You know better, and you refuse.
Correction, Isaac. It is you that knew better. You knew not to, you knew better to not be this kind of tactless son of a bitch. And you did it anyway. Why? Well, for instance, you didn't want to be proven wrong for defending Spider. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do hope that Spider's okay and getting the help he needs. I mean, yeah, I'll admit that it's kind of satisfying that for all his taunting and his sexual harassment, he's been brought to justice. But then again, um, rain, sunshine, and fruits from the trees fall upon the good and on the bad. The good and the bad experience the change of seasons and the fruits that the trees bear. Justice is for everybody, and it's fair. And it's only fair that Lo and Brian get justice. Maybe not exactly how they panned it out to be, but finally, Spider was brought behind bars for the continuous harassment and finally terroristic threats in Veckel's stream. Which also at the same time could have ruined Veckel's channel for good. You know? And you don't seem to care. Like, I mean, today you have shown me that upon your behavior, you have not done your analysis. And you went in there so sure of yourself that you thought you knew what you were doing, and you thought it was right. Like, if this is the kind of epistemological foundation as to why you did what you did, that speaks volumes, dude. Either you are impulsive and unaware, or most likely, in contrast to your YouTube name, you're just another Pharisee, which, by the way, a Unitarian heretic, in which, in a funny way, you believe that John the Baptist is Christ. Why don't you go back and read Mark 1, you dumb, spurky heretic?
You know better, and you refuse. That's it.
Can you fucking
Why are you
believe
making fun of my body? What is wrong with you?
Cunt? You motherfucker, Isaac, you really showed yourself now.
What are you talking about? I thought that was disgusting.
What are you talking about? That's your rebuttal? What are you talking about? Wow. You had this, dude. This is how I know that you had nowhere else to go.
Hear a woman say that about herself.
You're really making fun of my body?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm getting sick and tired of you sitting there saying how great your body is online. Just like you guys get mad at Michael for not having a shirt on. Just like you don't like Michael not having.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Isaac, you're really stupid. We're not shitting on Mike because he doesn't have a shirt on. We're shitting on Mike because Mike feels the need to flex his muscles every time he enters a stream because he's desperately looking for validation, okay? It's not the skin, it's the cringe. It's not because he was showing body. It's because he's a cringe master. He's a cringe master performer, dude. It's not about just not having a shirt on. He's a cringe master. Who feels the need to go in there and continuously flex because he sought validation. That is something you did not understand. Or maybe you did because you were in a stream where Mike was being cringy and I was there too, and then you went against him. And now, and now, you're using that so you could shit on my elder and you could validate yourself for shitting on my elder's wife. You have proven yourself to be an evil idiot.
Having a shirt on. What's the fucking difference?
What a piece of fucking garbage, man.
Dude, the difference is that Lo was dressed and Mike was a cringe. That's the freaking difference. Something you failed to see.
No, it ain't no piece of fucking
What
garbage.
A piece of fucking garbage, man. Wow.
No, it's not.
Man, you really are shit. You really are.
No, I'm not.
Shit,
I'm telling you how it is, and you don't like it. It's just
this
that
is
simple.
why you'll never have friends, dude.
That's fine. My friend is Jesus Christ. Fine. You can tell me that.
Oh, my friend is Jesus Christ. Which Jesus Christ, dude? The triune Jesus Christ, or your own self-perceived Unitarian type of Jesus Christ, and where you think that John the Baptist is Christ himself? You are one big stupid idiotic heretic, dude.
That's okay.
Buddy, well, buddy, I hope.
I tried so hard to be your friend, and you're making fun of my body now. Like
I never made fun of your body. I said I don't like it when you sit there. I don't like it when I do not gloat about my body. I do not. That is disgusting. You are a disgusting human being. If you want to, I never made fun of your body. I said I don't like it when you sit there. I don't like it when I do not gloat about my body.
I know this is painful to hear, but we gotta go through this one more time.
Body now, like
That's fine. My friend is Jesus Christ. You can.
You honestly think that Jesus Christ would do something along the lines of what you just did? You disgusting little pervert.
Tell me that. That's
buddy,
okay.
Well, buddy, I hope.
I tried so hard to be your friend, and you're making fun of my body now. Like
I never made fun of your body. I said I don't like it when you sit there. I don't like it when I do not gloat about my body. I do not. That is disgusting. You are a disgusting human being. If you want to gloat about your body, then fine. You know what? Go ahead. Have the conscience of other men sucking off of you.
Have the other conscience of other men sucking off of you. Well, it seems that also included you, Isaac. Maybe not in a lustful way, but you exploited Lo to the point where it was to boost and protect your ego. Like I said, this is the most unmanliest thing that you could ever possibly done. And imagine the shock and awe of your wife noticing that firsthand. You honestly think that when your wife catches you and for saying something like that, you think you're going to have the same energy after that? You really think, like, wow, I'm astounded. You pushed her to tears. Really? You know what? After all you said, that arguably makes you a pervert. Because guess what, dude? Lo didn't put on that dress so she could enjoy having this concept of men adulterating her in their minds. That's not what she's trying to do. That's not what she tried to do. but you took that as an opportunity to strike at them because you are one arrogant, conceited little boy. And fine, you can say I never had a girlfriend. You could say I never had a wife. You could say that I never had a woman look my way. But I wouldn't want to, but as of right now, you may have a woman in your life, but I wouldn't even want to be in a situation where my own wife witnesses the disgusting shit that I've said to another man's wife. So I hope you're enjoying your relationship right now.
It's all good. And Ryan, he just gets there and he likes to get people in trouble.
Isaac, you are going to have to behave like an adult.
Isaac, shut up a second.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Isaac, you are going to have to behave like an adult. There's no point to this. Okay? This is not the place where you come in and scream over everyone because you can't make a point. Okay? Now, you were asked the question. You refused to answer. I'm going to have order in my room or everyone's going to go in the back.
Oh, okay? Now you're going to have order. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. All right. Isaac, you are going to act like a man. You're going to stop acting like an irreverent, disgusting, worthless little child. You're going to act like a man and you're going to behave yourself like a man.
Oh, so you couldn't do that to Spider?
Do you see this?
No. I do see the double standard.
He doesn't even know what that is.
Here's the thing.
He doesn't even know what being a man is.
No, you don't either. You don't either. That's the funny thing, because the man stands in truth, and you're using Ryan just like you're using Crazy.
No, you're standing.
Smokey is using Ryan, and Smokey is using praise. Do you have any evidence or logical premises for that? Oh, you don't? Okay.
So go ahead.
You're standing in stupidity and immorality, Isaac.
Huh?
Yeah,
all you've done is blame everyone for Spider except Spider.
In the Bible.
You haven't even rallied anything to try and help Spider.
Get that out of your head.
You haven't even asked people to pray for him.
It's not
you haven't even asked people to pray for him. All you've done is yell and scream at other people and blame them.
All the time. I prayed for him all the time.
No, you don't.
How do you know?
No, you don't.
How do you know, Smokey? Do you know my heart?
Because you don't ever mention praying him and you never ask anyone else to. That's how I know. That's how I know you're lying little rodents.
What did I do every time on my channel? Hang on. What did I do on my channel every time when I started my stream? I started a prayer.
I don't know.
Prayed for
Only two people watch it. So you tell me.
Shut up, Smokey. Uh-oh. If I don't do it online,
you prayed to it. Yeah, you made a prayer to who? Your Unitarian God?
You don't know what I do. So you have no idea what I prayed for. So shut up.
We're not praying to get attention and see who watches it. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here's the thing. Well, has Isaac, since he's done absolutely nothing all summer except play video games, has he ever encouraged anyone to pray for Spider?
What have you done besides dividing the body of Christ?
Has he ever encouraged anyone?
What have you done besides dividing the body of Christ?
I run a business and have a wife and I'm planning a wedding. You, however, just sit at home and play video games all day while your wife works.
In the process.
Okay.
You're also using people in the process.
Smokey, I'm going to step away.
You have used people in the process. You've used Low as a means to defend your reputation and ego. Using people. Dude, get out of here.
For a second.
Isaac,
don't run now, Ryan. You call me a bitch. Don't run now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not running. I need to make something plain.
We got to do this one at a time. So here's the thing. All right, we got to do this one at a time, guys. We got to do this one at a time. We got to have a little bit of order because you're just going to scream and yell. No one's going to hear anything. So what's the point of even doing this? This is why I'm asking you. Well, I know you're not.
Well, but you're the one that wanted I need Isaac
to grow up a few years.
Able to defend myself or anything else.
I need Isaac to grow up a few years and to calm down. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to tell you at the end of the day.
You see, you can't do it.
You started.
The spirit is self-control, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and I have self-control.
Let Isaac continue to demonstrate to you the perverse spirit within him.
You are trying to shut me out to make me look like an idiot.
For control in my room. I'm asking for control in my room.
How did you react on my channel talking about self-control? Shut the fuck up.
Self-control. You've been playing video games on stream for between 7 to 9 hours, dude. You've been up that thing. Like, I mean, if it comes to that, you're probably wondering how the dynamic of the relationship between Isaac and his wife is going. Like, what's he doing there playing 7? I mean, I could understand if he plays that long, if he actually did put in some work. Because even for me, a working man can't play 7 and 9 hours, because at that point I would be tired or too tired to even fire up my PS4. Hell, even after work, I have extracurricular activities. I hit the gym, I practice martial arts, and when I get home, and I hope that I still have some energy to do it, and if not, I go to sleep. Well, if that being the case, then when someone has no respect for themselves is when they don't set boundaries. Yeah, I mean, listen, Smokey, like, I really hope Lo's okay, because what came into my mind when Isaac was making the implication that Lo was being a whore for wearing such a dress probably gave her brought back some memories. And the mere fact that he brought back the idea where you said something about Bill's daughter, let me tell you something. Do you know what we call something that uses past transgressions and past sins as basis to judge you? We call that a demon. Okay, only Satan uses your past to judge you. Satan will sit there and taunt you and say, you will always be this way, and you always have been. That's what came into my mind, okay? The fact that he's also using past transgressions to judge you, all right? That's what demons do. Really, that's what demons do. And Isaac has the gall to sit there and morally posture. Dude, he's the biggest Pharisee that I've seen right now. A eunuch Pharisee a eunuch Pharisee to begin with. So I don't even know why he's still calling himself God's Integrity Pathways. I mean, that's fine, because his God is not the true God. It's the Unitarian heretical God. So we got that going on over there.
Get there. Well, we're going to get there.
We're going to get there. Okay, then let's get there.
You don't have any, Isaac. You're proving it right now.
You didn't have any either on my channel. You didn't have any when you went over to praises. You have no self-control.
Tu quo quo. You know nothing about argumentation.
Make yourself look good. That's all.
Yeah. Isaac doing a no you fallacy. That's tu quo q. Irrelevant. Oh, we're not doing this either. Oh, well, okay. No you.
All you do. And first of all, it's a false statement. Second of all, it's you just trying to deflect from the fact that you can't answer for the fact that that's what you are. It's a tu quo quo fallacy.
Now, I just want to get to the part where he said something really, 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 really stupid, but not just because it's stupid, but because at the same time, it's really, really, really dangerous, which is probably why it led him to do a series of behaviors. So bear with me. I'm going to skip the video just a little bit.
And because you're an uneducated...
Forgiveness. You have your own morals, quotation mark. You guys
talking about. You don't even have basic philosophy or law. Demonstration a few years. Scream and yell. No one's going to hear anything. So what's the point of even doing this? This is why I'm asking you. Well, I know you're not.
Well, but you're the one that wanted to dog me and just say stupid stuff about me without me actually being able to defend myself or anything else.
I need Isaac to grow up a few years and to calm down.
Dude.
Okay.
No, I'm just trying to tell you at the end of the day.
You see, he can't do it.
You started.
The fruit
No,
of the
listen.
Spirit is self-control, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and
Okay.
I have self-control.
Let Isaac continue to demonstrate to you the perverse spirit within him.
You are trying to shut me out to make me look like an idiot.
For control in my room. I'm asking for control in my room.
How did you react on my channel talking about self-control? Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna get there. Well, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. Okay, then let's get there.
You don't have any, Isaac. You're proving it right now.
You didn't have any either on my channel. You didn't have any when you went over to praises. You have no self-control.
Tu quo quo. You know nothing about argumentation.
Make yourself look good. That's all you do.
And first of all, it's a false statement. Second of all, it's you just trying to deflect from the fact that you can't answer for the fact that that's what you are. It's a tu quo quo fallacy. And because you're an uneducated junkie dropout, you have no idea what the hell I'm even talking about. You don't even have basic philosophy or logic lessons. And if you were respectful and actually listened to people who know a lot more than you, you wouldn't be making a stupid asshole out of yourself right now.
But you apparently want to try. You apparently want me to figure out where morals are in the Bible when there is no morals in the Bible.
Wow. Wow. There are no morals in the Bible. You know what? Can you believe that? Can you believe that the man who named his own channel God's Integrity Pathways is going to sit there and confidently declare that there are no morals in the Bible? No morals. Nothing lawful. There are no morals in the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I mean, I can go to a number of places in the Bible where it tells you to be lawful, where it tells you to seek righteousness and practice in them, where I can go to a portion in the Bible where it says that you're not supposed to steal, you're not supposed to murder, you're not supposed to covet with another man's wife. You're not supposed to take God's name in vain. You're not supposed to make idols. You shall not bear false witness or slander. Or even where the golden rule of do unto others what you want others to do unto you, or you reap what you sow. And you're not supposed to show partiality in judgment, or even something that of Micah 6 verse 8, that God says to the immoral Israelites, saying, what has God required of you than to love justice, to love mercy, and to be humble? You don't think that those are moral statements? I mean, no wonder you did what you did last stream, and even in this one. You are a self-righteous, wicked, misogynistic beta cup, dude. Really. I mean, at this point, you're arguing like a Muslim, saying, show me where Jesus said, I am God, worship me. And now you're going to be like, oh, show me in the Bible where it says morals. Argument from silence. But hell, I wouldn't expect that from you either.
That makes sense. That's a losing battle.
What?
So keep trying to tell me to talk about morals. Have you not read the 10 Commandments?
That's nudus scriptura. You think that just by simply reading verses, you're going to get it better than the rest of Christianity. Dude, if the Bible never had moral implications itself, especially when it comes to moral consistency, the gravity that pastors are supposed to show, then even the likes of Athenagoras and Justin Martyr would never had made works like pleading for the Christians because the Roman magistrate were a bunch of hypocrites, or Irenaeus combating the Valentinian heresy, saying that 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 if you practice these immoral things, you are not you are not granted entrance to the kingdom of heaven. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna get scripture right better than the rest of us. Better than 2,000 years of Christian antiquity. Yes. I mean, honestly, at this point, Isaac Isaac is gonna easily win a debate against me.
No moral.
I am so scared.
There's no word of morals in the Bible. Period. There's no word of morals in the Bible.
Word.
You guys come up with your own morals. You guys come up with your own morals. Period. Duh.
You mean like you defending a degenerate and bringing another man's wife to tears? Yeah, yeah, dude. Like you're doing you're certainly not doing the thing that you're telling us of doing.
If you understood what the moral of Christ is, or the spirit of Christ, that'd be a different story. The spirit of Christ is love and forgiveness. You have your own morals, quotation marks, and that's what you come.
What a demon. He wants to talk about forgiveness. But I tell you what, he's not looking for forgiveness. He's looking to cover his own trespasses. He's going to use the benefits of Christian love, which its subvariants are forgiveness, mercy, peace, compassion, so he can continue to validate what he did. He can validate his ego, validate his conceit. I bet you didn't even say sorry to Lo. You arrogant shit roach. Yeah, exactly. He wants to talk about love and forgiveness, yet he walks in hate and unforgiveness. Dude, this is textbook 1 John chapter 1. Claiming to walk in light, but he's walking in darkness. He wants the benefits of he wants the benefit of Christ's light shining upon him, so that he continues to allow himself to be highlighted as this entity of darkness, being and dude, like you being this entity of darkness while supposedly enjoying the benefits of being under Christ's light. That's not protection. You're on the spotlight, dude. People are looking at your fruits. And then everybody would be asking each other, like, do you really want to be like that? Dude.
Up with. So that's why you ask everyone, show me the moral in the Bible of what I did wrong. You can't. That's a losing battle. Thank you. Come again.
I can tell you. You have bore false witness to protect your ego by exploiting another man's wife. You have attempted to use past transgressions as a basis for your judgment, and lo and behold, you even made the blasphemous statement that there are no morals in the Bible, where even the Bible itself has moral implications of what we ought and ought not, that we ought to do and we ought not to do. A basic of that also is Romans 7. A basic is the 10 Commandments, or even the simplest proverb of a basic moral statement. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent them not. And we know that sin is a trespass, not just to God, not just to man, also to yourself, because it would speak volumes of you. When they say, come, let us lie in wait and rob the nearest poor bastard that we see in the sands, and we will divide the spoils. Like we are going to raid, pillage, and kill witnesses. You don't think that by that own contrast will you have any moral implications? Isaac, you've lost your mind. I mean, no wonder why you were so comfortable defending a degenerate. You know what? I have nothing else to say. I really have nothing else to say. And I got work tomorrow. And closing time. Finish up your whiskey. Na 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 na. Dude, Isaac, you need to stop worshiping your Unitarian God. You need to practice the first beatitude so that you'd stop growing in arrogance instead. And lastly, you need to repent. Right now, dude, I can tell you that you're in a really dangerous place. I think we've made our point. Isaac has shown himself to be scripturally unstable. And you have seen today that he shouldn't be taken any semblance or degree of credence. Like, what do you mean that there are no morals in the Bible? What is he talking about? I mean, there are even moral implications in how a pastor is supposed to behave. I'm done. All right, closing time. Thank you for coming to Ronan's Indoor Tavern. Like, wow, that is some scary crap.